Welcome back to another World Fanatics Arcane Journal review here. I've got Andrew and it's Gommo here from Our World Fanatics. It's high elf season, mate. How are you going? You
Oh,
must be happy because this is your army.
I'm tired. I've just been scheming for the last 24 hours. I've spent more time on this Arcane Journal than Dwarves by far, at least twice as
Wow.
much.
And is
Yeah,
that surprising? Like, would you usually spend more on dwarves? Because
it is because I don't know. I like the armies, like they resonate. I think a little bit more than the dwarf armies, as in like the armies of
you got,
infamy.
you got a little bit more play with armies that aren't dwarves, maybe. I don't know. The armies of infamy for dwarves are interesting. But
Yeah,
I think I know what you mean. Like, you got elves that are a little bit more flexible. So you probably got a little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
more.
Just
Yeah.
giving
Well, you'd
buffs where
hope.
I'd like to see buffs. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So in this one, you are going to have to, while you've been doing that, I have been doing none of that. So that's, I think I did actually glanced at the PDFs that people were starting to share and all the leaks, but then I,
Yeah.
got sidetracked while just working and crap. And then suddenly, I think about an hour ago, I read through it all just to make sure I didn't sound totally clueless.
Nice. That's
So,
all you need. That's all
and
you
I
need.
thought just to make up for that, I'll put high elves in the background here, just so it looks like I've, bumped high elves. You know me, the only good elves are dead elf. But anyway, that's
That's terrible. That's terrible.
anyway. Thanks to whoever shared these. Someone with really who likes to bite their fingernails, I assume. Like some of the pictures of.
I wasn't going to say anything. But I saw like I got a little stubby, like chipolata fingers. So I felt that it resonated with me seeing those fingers. I'm like, they're as bad as mine.
The only problem with these things, isn't it? But that's all good.
Yes.
We
Yes.
do appreciate whoever it is, but
Thank
yeah,
you.
especially over here because we do not get. Well, I don't know what's happening in Australia here. We get like these weird pre-orders because you can pre-order some things if you're
Yeah.
in England, but you can't
Need to
pre-order.
wait many more moons before we
It's
get
just
the goodies.
So like I'm sitting here, maybe as we go, putting my war altar on. Now that let me turn that off. Now that's really annoying. Oh shit, maybe I can't. How do I even do that? I was going to say the war altar together,
War altar.
and I've got that the made to order war altar, and I do not have anything else from the Empire, the Arcane Journal, all that. So it's so weird
Yeah.
to think that. I mean, if I'd bought it from Games Workshop, you can go and pick it up, so it probably is there. But yeah, anyway, that's what it is. Damn, I was going to turn off my background here, and
Beautiful
now,
artwork in the background.
oh, hang on, oh, okay,
Oh,
and I
no.
just killed our. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring this back up. Sorry, people can't see this. This is a great Arcane Journal review already.
Yep.
With Gommo's.
Professional.
Let's bring this up here. So. What's the format here? Let's go through one of the Arcane Armies of Infamy. Jump into some of the special units and how it might compare to the general, the Grand Army, and then do the same thing with the other one, do you reckon? And then do magic items? Because I mean, I did have a bit of a squiz and I thought, sometimes it's good to put magic items first, but because this one seems to be one like,
there's not too many magic items that like really are. Well, there's a couple of big ones, but there's a lot of
tied to the Armies of Infamy a lot, so that's why I thought let's cover them first rather than jump straight into magic items because it might be a bit confusing.
Yeah.
Cool. So the first one, at least I have no idea what the actual page numbers are, but the first one in this PDF, and hopefully we got the most up-to-date one, is the Guard Garrison. So we knew which ones were coming, obviously.
We did.
Yeah,
and it shows that the leaks seem to be more, and the Troomers getting around actually seem to be quite accurate. Yeah, so that's kind of a good thing because like you are hearing some juicy good rumors, and the fact that these rumors came out and it seems like a lot of the stuff in the rumors is in the book and accurate. You're like, well,
yeah,
hopefully.
That's true. Yeah, what's the thing? I'm hoping. So I'll just bring that up there. I'm hoping. Yeah, and a lot of people are still mentioning things like the balance updates and all that. So hopefully we see something. I mean, the biggest thing I think is just we just have no idea of timing for all that stuff. But,
yeah, exactly.
And I think we're all in agreement that let's not even worry about it till we get the. Only got 2 more armies to go, so it'll come quick, I think.
Yep.
Cool. So, yeah, characters for this. So it's the same 50% here. Sea Guard Garrison Commanders and Stormweavers. So they're new as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
And then 0 to 1 Dragon Mage, High Elf Noble, or High Elf Mage per 1,000 points. So if I'm correct, because I've got the Grand Army over here on the other screen, I could not get them both up. This is like the Empire one where you're not bringing any level 4s, but you can get a level 3. Is that correct with the Stormweaver, which we'll go into in a minute? Okay, cool.
And as everyone's calling now, the tweener characters. So you got in between.
Tweeners. Oh, because there's one of them. Oh, maybe that's this guy. Is he a tweener?
Yeah, is a tweener.
Yeah, I like that.
Same with his Stormweaver. This is like in between the.
That's what we mentioned last week with our comp podcast, where we were like, let's not go back to Lord and Heroes, because I think it'll give them more flexibility to have these over time. They'll just blend, and you won't be able to go. You know, you won't be able to go, oh, that's obviously a Lord character, or that's obviously a hero. I actually like that. So they can just blend them around. And then when you look at something like the Duke or the Baron, or what the hell it is, I can't remember. It's a super Lord. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. No, that's cool. I like that. I mean, yeah, let's not judge on it until we look at the Stormweaver and stuff, but at least you get a level 3 in this army. So that's not too bad. How does the Dragon Mage, like, what's so good about, is it just because they can go on the dragon?
They're on a dragon. The fallback is they're impetuous.
Okay.
Is the big fallback for them. So they're on a toughness 5 dragon with 3 or 4 attacks or something, and it's like just a combat-y mage. But yeah, I think they're only up to a level 2 or something like that. I haven't actually taken one yet. But yeah, it's the impetuous. It's impetuous that gets everybody.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, cool. Do you want to jump call, or do you want to?
Oh, if you want to run this whole, I'll just run.
Okay.
We'll just do
page. So yeah, cool. So this is one of these ones where you get the boosted up 33%, which again, most of the time we're like, ugh, especially they're all infantry. So 33% of this army.
Yeah. For what, a 2,000 point game, that's like the devil's number. It's quite 666.
Like it's quite high, isn't it? Or not. It's a good number though.
Yeah. But it's a lot. It is a lot for core.
And I've heard a lot of criticisms of the Shadow Warriors, and I'm like, is that just because they're like toughness 3 and die very easy and they're expensive? I'm guessing.
Yeah. So they're kind of like your skirmishing archers. You can ambush them, obviously, but they don't have the bows of Avalon, which the sisters,
sisters do, because they're the alternate kit, aren't they?
Yeah, Ross. These guys just got your standard longbow, and they've got the higher ballistic skill, but without that armor sort of penetration sort of buff. Yeah, that's the big
damage. Thing. Yeah. Okay. So then you're just stuck with Lothern Seaguard and Ship's Company, which is, I guess we'll get into that. We'll get into that when we get into the armies. I mean, I don't know. It's not. I mean, potentially might not be that bad. But you have to obviously lean into this infantry build. So
yes,
with the core, special 50%. Lothern Sky Cutters, 0 to 2 Great Eagles, up to 4 of them, and 0 to 3, and up to 6 bolt throwers, basically. So
which is all rare in your standard list.
I was going to say, awesome. Yeah. Okay, so where does they sit? Okay, so you can really, you're right. So you can really, okay, so you can spam them out, but
you still got the
you've probably chewed through
a
fair chunk of your army with characters and core, so
you're not
chewing them up.
Yeah, I know. Core kills in this. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Rare 33% is Illyrian Reavers, because they really need you to use those new models. And 0-1 Flamespire, all the Frost Hearts. So you get 2 of them plus any number of Merwyrms, but again, they're like
225, I think.
High 2, or mid, low 2. Sorry,
low 2s,
You're not getting 3 of them. You're only getting 2 in there, really. Yeah.
It's the bane of so many people. The Merwyrms. Oh, they're so ugly.
Yeah. That I mean, stats look pretty good when I was looking at it.
I like it. Yeah, I reckon they're good.
Yeah. Pricey models though. I'd be looking for 3D prints of them.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you could find some. And then obviously you can take a BSB on the Elf Noble or the Sea Guard Garrison Commander as well. So
yeah, it's kind of cool. You can go up to the tweener.
The tweener and put him in there, make him a bit more oomphy. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so they're special rules then. Do you want to run through them then?
Yeah, so Sea Guard Garrison special rules. So the Armies of the Sea Lord, characters in Sea Guard Garrison, Army of Infamy that are able to take an Elven Honor. You can only choose from a Shadow Stalker, which is obviously your scouting one, where you can go in with your Shadow Warriors. Pure of Heart, which is the free one, which is pretty cool, which gives you, I think, reroll for panics within, and that buffs out into your local area, and your classic Sea Guard. And the Sea Guard will give you access to a Sky Cutter.
Right, and you gain the naval discipline, so you can go in those ones. Yeah, okay,
yeah. So yeah, from the Mists, I reckon this is really cool. I don't think people are sort of
this is
as
awesome.
much credit. Yeah, I do like this. So after deployment, but before deploying units with Scout special rule or moving your vanguards, you may immediately remove a single deployed unit belonging to your army from the battlefield and replace it anywhere within your deployment zone.
You know what's interesting with that one too is how that might play into missions. Because like some of the missions where you're forced to go like your flanking force, and you can just go, oh no, I'll just put them over there.
Yeah, and there's so much in this unit, in this army that can have ambush and scout. You could actually end up with not a lot on your deployment zone, and then you're deploying this guy, and then obviously people are like, is he staying there? Like, where's he? Like, you're almost gonna have to. I think there could be a lot of mind games with this.
Yeah, well, you basically got you got an extra drop for nothing, for 0 really. So
yeah, you can move that killer unit that you want that is countered with something over there, and you can plop him over here to somewhere that's going to be a lot more, useful. So from Storm of Clouds, so 0 to 1 per 1,000 points of Sky Cutters can take ambushes for 10 points a model. So probably two in a standard 2K list. Sky Cutters can take ambush.
I won't jump ahead here, but did I see something about +1 or -1 to the ambusher roll somewhere? We'll get to that. That was in this book, wasn't it?
It was, but not for this army.
Okay. No, okay, damn it. I thought I saw something. It's the problem. I only skimmed once and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
I do. Yeah, that is the problem with ambushes sometimes. Yeah. If something's quick, I almost just want it on the board anyway because it's so quick.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to. But I mean, if you got a Sky Cutter and it manages to pop up,
this is some ambushes you don't give a shit about. A very fast flying chariot. Popping up randomly. That's not the nicest thing to have. So I think you can just screw some people around with that.
Definitely. The only thing about
do it. So.
The only thing about ambushes with a Sky Cutter is because, like, a Sky Cutter's actually got quite a good shooting ability. So the longer it's off the board, the less shots, I suppose, you're getting out. But I mean, like you said.
And that first turn, they count as shooting, so that's -1. Yeah. But you never know.
So Old World Rangers, so unit Shadow Warriors with unit strength of 10 or less.
Does it definitely say 10, does it? I can't even remember.
Yeah, it's 10.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Can take ambushes, special rule for free. So, you can have one of your core units possibly ambushing from behind.
Right.
It's pretty good.
Just want to see what's their minimum? Okay, 5 up. Yeah, okay. So you can put a character in there. But you'd have to only take 9. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
A unit of Sea Guards units of Sea Guards in a Sea Guard Garrison Army of Infamy gain the Regimental Special Unit, which will come into importance later. And in addition, 0 to 1 Sea Guard per 1,000 can get the drilled special rule for free. So 2 units of Sea Guard can have drilled for free, which is pretty cool.
And they sort of already have a drilled thing, Sea Guard, hey? The stand and shoot thing. Is that right?
Yeah.
But obviously drilled's a bit more powerful.
Mm.
Well, sorry, they complement each other, and since that drilled's more when you're moving, whereas the other ones when you're getting charged. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So just in terms of, there's a few of those lists. Let me just find the extra ones that came in with that. Well, the Merwyrm's one of them. Actually, we'll come back to the Merwyrm quickly. Just want to see what those. Yeah, so ship company was one.
Yep.
And this is a detachment. So this would be hanging off your Sea Guard now, effectively.
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah. So pretty standard stat line for an elf. Can take warbows with thrusting spears and shields. I might replace warbows with thrusting spears and shields. So it's basically just using your old core troops potentially and doing them up as these ships companies. A little bit of that'd be cool to like blend them with some Empire stuff or something. I don't know, to make roughing looking.
Are a smidge cheaper, but as well, which is probably
cool.
But they've got a downgrade from longbows to warbows. It's probably the there is there's I think at 2 points.
You're getting charged anyway. Yeah. And then you can replace open order with skirmish, or you can switch out that. Now the Valor Rage is like a panic one, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's got to do with
you, and then
the minimum you can reroll. I think like you said, panic if someone flees through you, and the casualties from shooting as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which is pretty handy if you've got a small unit of these.
Yeah.
Taking casualties from shooting.
Yeah, and then detachment, elven reflex, evasive, fire and flee, open order, valor evasion. So you're getting more rules as well than I'm assuming when you compare them against. Is it called the militia? Is that what it was? Yeah. Militia.
Yeah.
8, 9. So are you saying they're cheaper because they've got?
I'm guessing that longbows changed to warbows.
Yeah, it's it's the elven archers at 10 points.
Oh,
so
10.
You're basically, they're a point cheaper, but that drop of longbows down. So they're all the same stat line, but obviously
I don't think they got fire and flee, do they?
Oh, elven archers are detachments as well. Okay, so you could have normal elven archers. Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't get anything with elven archers. These have got open order as well, which is cool. Like if you don't, that way you get your pivot as well. You got fire and flee. You got evasive.
Yeah.
Take off when people charge you.
Free skirmishing's awesome too. I think that's really good.
Skirmishing. And then hanging off the Sea Guard there. I like that. I actually heard Ed make a comment, which I didn't really think about it the other day, was and I haven't seen this, and it probably doesn't, it's all down to terrain, but like if you're lucky enough to have a hill, and then you can put the regimental unit sort of in front and then just shoot over the top of them. Shoot and stuff. I thought that's pretty cool. That's a lot of stand and shoot shots if you got these guys plus your Sea Guard getting their stand and shoot as well. So
I haven't looked into that, how that works. I'm guessing it does. You can shoot with both.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about it. I'm assuming you can. I don't have to reread the detachment.
Yeah, I haven't read that rule in a while.
Correct us if we're wrong. Okay, so the Stormweaver is this new dude. 85 points, 2 attack, 2 wound, tough 3, regular infantry, level 1 wizard, dark elf, dark magic elementalism illusion, maybe mounted on a unicorn, which we'll get into, and then they go up to level 3. Plus 75 points. Now, did I hear they have their own law? Or is not really? Isn't Law of Safri the High Elf law?
Yeah,
like the one that comes in the book. So there is no law in this book.
No, there's no extra law.
I heard that. Okay, interesting.
But they get dark magic.
Yeah, cool. Okay, that's a new one. Okay, they didn't have that before. Okay, right.
Yeah, which is really cool.
So what synergizes well with that jump? Or do you want to do that at the end? Because you get the strength.
Sorry. Well, dark magic. I just like dark magic. I just think it's good.
I haven't actually played a lot, so yeah.
Well, you can take these guys in your standard High Elf army, so as well.
Okay. So basically, it's unlocked dark magic, an extra whole lore for you. Okay,
yeah,
cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And doesn't dark magic? Maybe it's a debuff? Does he have strength, toughness debuffs and stuff?
Yeah, I think there's a strength and toughness, and there's an
that
attack.
Word of Pain or whatever it was.
Yeah, the frenzy hatred one too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's got some. Its signature's a bit blah, isn't it? It's one of those.
Yeah. It's got the weird template one. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Now the unicorn's interesting. I thought. Although also a bit of a confusing mission. But anyway, we'll get into that. So, movement 10, 35 points. So the same points, or around about the same points as a Pegasus, I think, in the Empire army. +1 wound. Obviously higher initiative. I don't know. I can't remember about the attacks for a
movement 10's cool.
But movement 10, so he's just not flying. 360 degrees, obviously when you whack someone on it. Yeah, just getting that +1 wound. You're not getting any more toughness though, so it's a bit you're still hanging around with a toughness 3. The thing I don't get about this, and is this the first unicorn we've seen in Old World? No.
I believe it is, because there's no unicorn in
Britannia, what's her name?
Oh, sorry, she's on a unicorn, isn't she?
I'm assuming she's got didn't unicorns have like the most magic res of anything in the old games? Like 8?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they're like magic res 3 or something.
Where the fuck is magic res on this thing?
Yeah, I know.
I feel like it should have magic res 2 or 3. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering unicorns wrong, but that's how I thought they were like really magic resistant. But anyway, I'm at hide, so you get an extra whack of that, and then I don't know, this beguiling. I probably should have let you cover some pages here, man. Sorry, but beguiling aura.
No, I'll just do the next one.
There's a bit there. Leadership test.
Yeah.
Anything with a leadership test is a bit of a waste.
Yeah, depends on where they are, but you think a mage, if it's going to end up in combat, it's going to be quite central. I don't mind a little leadership test out on the flank where you got some goblin wolf riders or something.
I mean, look, the good thing about this is, movement 10, 360, like you can definitely get some running around with this person, and it is monstrous cap. The only weird thing with this one is, if you go back, I'm assuming to the only cav you got in this is, unless you put some of the other guys on cav, you don't really have cav except for Illyria and Reavers, so a bit scary.
Some of the shittest cav in the game.
Yeah. They won't be very. Yeah, you're not going to bring a big unit of 10 to protect your unicorn, are you?
Nah,
yeah. Anyway, so what do you think about these? Because I like the Stormweavers. Obviously, you like that because of the Dark Magic edition. But anything else? Am I missing anything else with this? Or
no, that's the Dark Magic is pretty much it, and then the ability to be like a level 3 wizard, obviously, is really cool.
Yeah. Now you can take this in the Grand Army as well, 0 to 1. Yeah, that's what you're saying, per 1,000. So you can actually take 2 of them. Yeah. Okay. And then in that case, you don't have to whack them on a unicorn if you don't want either. You can just put them in a unit, which maybe you do actually. I don't know. Like I have to look at Dark Magic again, but I did think there was some, things to help their sort of low toughnessy type stuff.
Well, with that, actually, it doesn't mention honor. You can't take an honor, can you? I don't think.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So you're not going to get access to your Sky Cutter either.
Okay,
yeah.
Guard Garrison. So this is the tweener. Still only wound 2, but it's BS and weapon skills right up there, I guess, and stuff like that, and magic. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So they're getting a bit more.
It is, getting a little bit more. So, like, maybe, obviously, the next tweener we might see is a little bit better. But for me, you got Ballistic Skill 7, which is pretty cool. And then, obviously, you're still only coming with a warbow. I don't know what the go is with warbows, but it would be nice.
Weird, eh? Why would they ever have warbows in this army, really?
Yeah.
Did they have warbows before on any other general Grand Army?
No, usually they're always longbows. Yeah. The only good thing about a warbow is you take in the strength of the user, so you're going to be strength 4, I suppose.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So yeah, you're still only coming with light armor, so you're going to come in with heavy armor if you want for 3 points. You don't get access to your plates, but you can be mounted on a Skycutter, Griffin, or Great Eagle. And then it's your points allowance as well. It's gone up to 75 points, which is pretty juicy compared to your normal 70. And then obviously if you're your BSB, then you can take whatever banner you want for whatever the points allowance. I think it's like, unlimited points allowance for a single banner.
It is. Yep.
Special rules. So I don't think they even show it here, but the accomplished archers, I think it just helps with their fire and flee or something like that.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Where is it? Not anywhere else?
Nah, it's not in this one.
Did someone say what it was?
Yeah, it's got to do with fire and flee. I'll have to actually have a look at that at some stage, just to try and work out my own synergy. But other than that, everything else is pretty much stock standard. Yeah.
Strike first as well.
So
if you're gonna whack one of these magic items or a great weapon or something on it, is that right?
Yeah.
Is that it for? Oh, do you want to cover the Merwyrm quickly?
Yeah.
Because we obviously we didn't get the whole rules, did we? In White Dwarf, not White Dwarf, the Warhammer community. We only got the special rules, didn't we? Did we see the stat line? I can't remember in the Warhammer community article.
I don't know if we did. I know we got we got like the Abyssal Cloak and the Feebling Cold. I don't think we got the whole thing.
Yeah. So it's a behemoth. I mean, this is what you want to see, I guess, in the sense that you're getting that up to that toughness 6 wounds. So basically, because before that, what was the sky? What's the outside of the dragons? Was there other tough 6 monsters in the high, like the Griffin?
I think, I'm pretty sure that the Phoenix is tough 6.
Oh, okay. The Phoenix, yes. You're not seeing them a lot, though, are you? But yeah.
No, not a heap.
Not a lot.
So I'm still trying to look up.
Flame Spire's tough 4, but the Frost Heart's tough 6. Yeah. So if you saw the Frost Heart, but I think it just I just haven't seen it as much. But Behemoth, Flashing Talons, Serpentine Tail, Briny Breath, we'll get all of that. So Abyssal Cloak is that basically it's a suffers -2 shooting at it. I guess to me that's a bit, who's shooting stuff at it unless they're poison anyway, and then you don't give a shit about the -2 to hit. So it's a bit weird. Feebling Cold though is cool, but again, the thing I didn't like about this is it's in base contact. With this model, enemy models suffer a -1 modifier. So that, it doesn't block the whole unit. You can't come in and charge with this one and knock everyone down to -1.
Yeah,
it's only the ones touching it.
Yeah, the Frost Phoenix does the same. It's only models touch for the initiative debuff, which kind of doesn't make it as good as what you think.
So impact hits though, that's cool. So impact hits on a monster. No Swift Stride though. Stomp attacks D3 +1. Terror large target. Okay, so D3 strength 6. Impact hits plus the stomp attacks D3 +1, and then you're getting. Okay, so this is okay. So he actually got 5 attacks. One of them is strike last. Strength +2, basically a great weapon, and then the other one is strength 6 -1 armor bane 1. So I mean, not too bad. They've cut the breath weapon off here, and I'm assuming it's still rubbish anyway.
Yeah. Or JP -2.
Wounds from this weapon suffer a -1 what? Did anyone know?
I can't remember.
But you did, some of the, because I haven't listened to any of the other podcasts, so I haven't actually.
Yeah, but the old breath weapons these days don't get used a lot, and especially on somebody that can only move 6.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you could march and do it, and I think that'd be really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That would be, not to derail the conversation there, but a couple of little points from our comp one, and I thought of this when I was looking at these, these units, these arcane journals that don't give you access to level 4s. It's sort of, you start thinking more about, like we talked about, like if we could have something where level 4s weren't, the be all and end all. And I was thinking what they probably should do, and plus some of the magic items when you read them, was I wonder if like the miscast thing should be way more dangerous.
Like, for a high level.
Well, even just in general, because then you sort of go, if it's dangerous, then maybe I'll just have more level 1s and 2s, and if they blow their head off, then I don't care. But I do care if it's my 400 point loaded up level 4.
Yeah.
And because of the way magic works, where you just don't assuming you got the spell, you just throw 2 dice all the time. I was wondering just bumping that up might be an interesting thing where you just go, oh, it's actually way more, couple, I don't know, like. Yeah, I don't know what, but I was just thinking, is that another way to sort of make people sort of want to take other ones and not just put everything in a level 4? So you don't have to change you just soup up the miscast table. But anyway, that was sort of sidetracked. Okay, so let's get into the other.
Well, did you want to do the special character for the...
Yeah. Sorry, where is she?
Yep. Where is she hiding? Down the bottom somewhere.
Core heal, there it is. Yeah. A Shea of S.
Yeah, so coming in at 170 points. Before you get into it, this thing she is a little bit expensive. Yeah, she comes in weapon skill 7, ballistic skill 7,
initiative 7.
Yeah, initiative 7. She'll be hitting you first. Probably don't have to worry about that.
She's got stride first as well.
Yeah. She's only got 3 attacks. Anyway, so she's got she's obviously just regular infantry. She's coming in with a hand weapon, heavy armor, shield, Athlan's Ire, and a war bow. Look out. So she's got the commanding voice, which is a special rule. Ifmar weapons, naval discipline, rallying cry, strike first, precision strike with another special rule just for her, and Valor of Ages. So nothing that really stands out too much. So yeah, the commanding voice increases her commanding range by 3 inches. So she's got a commanding range of 12, basically, if she's the general.
15 if she's the general.
Oh, sorry, 15. Sorry, up from 12. Oh, I was looking at the 12.
She's got 12 if she's not.
Yeah. So 12 goes to 15, so plus 3. Precision strike. This one's okay. So yeah, Lothan Seaguard unit, if she joins it, gets its AP characteristic of its weapons upped by 1.
Yep.
All right, it's not that great, but it is weapons, so it will do obviously shooting and it's spears, so both.
Yeah.
So her weapon, hand weapon, she's only a war bow, which kind of I found a little bit strange. But anyway, it's Mathlan's Ire is so strength plus 1, so it should be strength 5, AP -2, armor bane 1, magical attacks, and then sorry, I'm trying to hit the note, but I think you re-roll successful to hit rolls. Is it of a 1?
Must re-roll a single, so it's like, but it's enemy models. So I guess like
okay.
If you're in your challenge against something with multiple attacks, probably doesn't make it different. But if you're in combat with just other infantry and there's not really people, all of them would have to. Anyone are targeting is going to like for single attacks are going to be re-rolling the hits, so makes her a little bit more survival. But 170 points. Just trying to look at
it's a lot.
Look at characters like a High Elf Lord is 130.
Yeah.
With more attacks, lower initiative. Are you paying a lot for that?
You are.
I mean, the command range thing, I don't get it. Like the High Elf Lord. I mean, you can't even take. Well, you can't take the prince, can you? In this, hang on, which army are we doing? No, so you can't.
No, you can't.
So I guess that's a bad one to compare against. But then if you compare against the noble, 70 points, same leadership, but it's a leadership. Yeah, confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot to get an extra AP. Isn't there a banner that gives you extra AP? No, it gives you extra armor bane, doesn't it?
Yeah, razor standard. Yep. So yeah, I think that's the general consensus by everybody. If anybody sees anything else, let me know.
Right. Oh, so they're not. So they do think she should just get a gridiron ball and go back to Blood Bowl. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I think that's the general consensus from everyone. Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know. Maybe we're missing something. But 170 points.
It is. It is a lot.
What costs 170 points? Like as in a non-magic casting character. Just looking through.
Yeah, to be like one of the big guys.
A Duke costs 175 for Bretonian. Yeah. And you can actually take extra magic weapons because this person, she can't take anything.
Yeah.
Like if you could give her 50 points or 75 points of magic items.
Yeah.
Then you get excited.
Or she had she's missing a shooting attack, I think. If she had a sweet shooting attack.
Yeah. But even if you could take magic, there's some sweet, like, that bow thing you could throw this.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, it's like they've just deliberately don't want to print that figure out or something. They don't want to cast it, so they're nah. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to be negative on that, but I'm still trying to.
Oh, that is the general consensus. I'm not negative on the entirety of this document, but for her, I was a bit. I don't think I'll be taking it.
No. High Elf Realms. Okay, so let's go into this one. Do you want to read the Chracian Warhost out?
Chracian Warhost. Yeah, so the Army of Infamy composition list. So again, we got characters coming in at a big, hefty 50 points. You can take a prince and an archmage per 1,000 points. So we're going back into some normal lord territory there. And then 0 to 1 of your Chracian chieftains, which we'll see later on. Your Stormweavers, which we saw before, per 1,000 points. So 2 of those. And just unlimited High Elf nobles. Mm-hmm. You don't have your standard mages, which is a bit strange, but I mean, you got the Stormweavers. So.
Got the Stormweaver, I guess, but yeah.
So yeah, core coming in again, hefty 33%. So the Devil's Number again in a 2,000 points battle. You're allowed your traditional Elven Spearmen, Elven Archers, the Chracian Woodsman, which we're going to hit in a bit. 0 of 1 unit of White Lions of Chrace per 1,000 points, which is the standard one in your Forces of Fantasy, but you can, up to 2 units of those guys in a 2,000 point army. 50% on special, which has got your White Lions of Chrace, Line Chariots, and 0 to 1 War Lions per 1,000 points. In your rare, 33% on these guys. You've got up to 1 unit of Lion Guard, which we'll hit in a sec. 1 unit of Shadow Warriors or Sisters per 1,000 points, which is really cool because you can take up to 2 units of Sisters. Up to 2 Great Eagles per 1,000 points and 1 Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower per 1,000 points. Again, your BSB can be a noble or a Chracian chieftain. And then, you just got your standard access to your magic items. So pretty good.
Yeah, what I'm thinking, without, obviously that new figure is that, oh, hang on. The new figure isn't, is there an actual other special character? Or is that just the Chracian chieftain, that new figure that came out?
I think he's the chieftain, and then...
Yeah, cool. I was going to say you could use him for that, but then I realized, hang on, maybe that's what he is, because there is no...
Yeah, but there's Core
Hill, but he's the old one, yeah. Cool. That's cool, yeah. So the special rules for these guys. So the Chracian Pride, I don't know if I'm saying
Let's grab a beer.
So that's... Yeah, you're right, man.
I'm listening.
Oh, you there? Okay, yeah, it's just the standard. They basically just limiting the Elven Honors, Shadowstalker, Chracian Hunter, Pure of Heart. What does Chracian Hunter do apart from allow you to go into those dudes you would know? Andrew, he's back.
Oh, yeah, so they can just join White Lions, basically. And they get the axe. And they
got the axe. They get the axe. Yeah,
and they can get the chariot.
Through cover and stuff.
The Lion Chariot.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. The Hidden Trails. So 0 to 1 units of basically the core elves per 1,000 with the Chracian Warhost may have moved through cover for +1 points per model. In addition, once per game, here it is, after rolling, determine a unit with ambushes. Special rule that's currently held in reserve as reinforcements arrive. You may apply a +1 or -1. So in addition, once per game after rolling. So you can only do that once.
For one unit.
For one unit. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the Empire one? That was all the time, was it? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. But I still think it's pretty good.
But that's a special character. Like you got to. So this is good. That at least for one of them, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Warriors of Crace traits. Have you say so they just basically they can get plus 10 points. It's just an upgrade to get the Lion Cloak. But the Lion Cloak's just against shooting, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
But I like that per unit. It's only 10 points per unit.
Yeah,
so you get a big old unit.
Big old unit of it, yeah. And then the other weird thing here is you get the Warriors of Wilderness. So once you've set it all up, you basically put a forest or difficult terrain. Sorry, it's not just a forest, but it can be, I guess. Oh. Hang on, is a dangerous terrain also difficult terrain? Yes.
Sorry?
Like if you go into a tournament where they say forests are dangerous terrain, can you put a forest down for this rule because it's dangerous and not difficult?
But it's not a forest.
I know that, but I'm saying if you brought that as a forest, but I guess you wouldn't. You would just bring it as difficult terrain.
Well, this is where people are sort of, I think, getting a bit upset about it because they're saying, "Oh, it's a forest," but so you say an area of difficult terrain, so technically it's not a forest. I think people are just assuming it's a forest.
Yeah.
I would think being in a tournament, you'd say, yeah, it's not going to upgrade. I think that'd be
I would bring some that doesn't look like it. I think if you bring something that looks like a forest, it's a fucking forest. But so you'd have to be careful with that. I don't know. I don't even know if it cares. Like dangerous is probably difficult anyway, so it's probably fine. I don't know. This makes place. So it's basically between 8 to 12 inches wide point. So you can have a 12 by 12, well, 12 by 12, like a 12-inch circle if you wanted. Like,
which is unfortunate because it doesn't look tidy. I don't think having a round. This is probably the worst thing I don't like when you have up to 12 inches because then like if you're competitive, you're going to take a friggin' circle.
Like it's just really weird that. And again, maybe those forests were a bit crap. I don't know, but it's weird that we actually by 8th edition we actually had the proper 8th edition forest, and the book even said that's the one you get. So like you just had the right one and had the footprint. Yeah.
It would be good if they said that. Like, just a citadel commonly,
just give us a template that you just cut
portrayed by a citadel wood or something. Yeah.
But yeah, the difference here is you can actually place it in the center, which is cool as long as there's no special feature. So I like that. Obviously, there's a lot of move through cover here, so throwing that little in there when you can march through it and all that. I like.
Yeah, slowing down some people, which is really good.
Yeah, and this army, both these armies have a lot of modeling opportunities, which is cool.
Yep.
So now we go into the war lines.
Yeah, war lines coming in at 18 points. So movement 8, weapon skill 5, which is pretty good. Strength 4, tough 4, 1 wound, 2 attacks. So not terrible in that department. Coming in as war beasts, you can take 2 up to 6.
Yeah, you have to take 2. I guess it's from the but okay.
But it's not too bad. Like for 2, it's 36 points. But
36 points for attack. They'll do some damage if they hit something.
A little bit of cheapish chaff.
And like you got cleaving blows, so might help against some things.
They Vanguard, Swift Stride. I don't know. People didn't like them. I don't think they're that bad. They don't have just a standalone AP. Like that AP 1, I reckon these guys would be really good. But they got cleaving blow. But I mean,
it feels like you're trying to take out some enemy cav in the first turn, or like make some dints in them, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, a lot of the cav might have. Oh, hang on. Can you countercharge a war beast?
Oh, I don't think you can.
So
just cav chariot monster, I think.
Oh, this might be okay. Just jump up. And in that case, I'd be taking units with 6 and try and get chances. But again, you're fishing for 6s. Chances are, you got 2 attacks.
Yeah, 2 attacks.
I don't know.
Yeah,
that's probably the only thing you can do. Clemente Fear, move through cover, open order, Swiss stride. Okay, yeah. The weird thing here, in terms of if you're only buying Games Workshop, is you're buying a lot of chariot boxes to bring lion chariots and these because you just got you got all these Tyranids left over because you just want to use lions. But you can bring these in the normal, as long as you bring white lines of like 1 unit, you get to take 0 to 1 units of these. So that that potentially is an option. You at least have 4 of these guys then hanging around because you've got 2 Tyranids, don't you? At least.
Nah, I got the old school Tyranids. I was going so with my army, I was going for like an all metal army, but unfortunately, you can't get all metal for everything. So I've gone mostly metal, and then the things I can't get metal, I've gone and got the plastics. Cool. Anyway,
that's a shame. And then these are the other core, right? Chracian.
Did you want to hit these?
Oh, yeah, I'll hit there. You read them out. So 12 points a model. They're strength 4 elves, pretty much, with initiative 4. They got the Chracian Great Blades. So just remind me what it is. It's basically an
AP3 great weapon. Yeah.
Now, the problem is they're not strike first, are they? Any of these like white lines and stuff. So they're hitting shit. Is that right?
Yeah.
Normal white lines, I mean, like.
Yes.
Yeah. Would they be broken if you gave them strike first all the time? Because then, they're hitting.
Oh, you're gonna make me look if they've got strike first. Your normal, I don't think they do. Your normal white lines.
I don't think they do. Yeah. But we'll get into the other ones. Yeah. So you can take warbows on these guys. No. So actually, interesting. Lots of modeling stuff here to fiddle around with these because you could actually probably bastardize the white lion ones as well.
Yeah.
Warbows, heavy armor as options. Standard for what's called command, and then you get the lion cloak special rule +1 point per model. Yeah, bugger that. Well, as ambushes you might, because people are shooting at them. Potentially elven, and then move through cover, skirmishes, valor rages, vanguard. So, I mean, what do you think about them? I mean, they're just. Like skirmishes, awesome. But then you obviously have the big great weapon. So,
but they got warbows, meaning they got a strength 4.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Because that's what I thought my orcs were good, and then they're still strength 3. So
Move through cover. Like if you've got some forests, you can take unit size of 5. You could have little friggin' units of these. Shooting, causing dramas, setting up.
60
little counter charges and
ambushes. Oh, well, you wouldn't. I mean, you could just scout and vanguard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could have
like scout or vanguard, I should say.
This is just like in a not a full avoidancy, but like I feel like this is like a chess game. Both of these, like they're very orientated.
It'd be interesting to play this army versus Beastmen when they come out because I feel like they're all very similar, but the Beastmen are tough. Not as good fight. Like these guys are better.
Well, Beastmen tend to be a bit of a shock troop. These guys tend to be like dance around like it's a very dancey army. But no,
look, I mean they're more useful and they're in core. So that's
12 points is really really good. I think as long as they're not getting shot by magic missiles.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, but I guess I mean, magic missiles will just wipe them out anyway. And then the Lion Guard are the rare choice.
The big boys.
Yeah, so these are the
coming in at a
dudes.
hefty 18 points. So I'll hit this at the end actually. So they're coming in at movement 5 standard, weapon skill 6 obviously. So you're probably hitting on 3s. Strength 4, tough 3, 1 wound, 1 attack. They're coming in with their Chracian Great Blade, so obviously hitting strength 6. Only got heavy armor. So you got your standard commands. You can have a magic standard worth 50 points. The Lion Guard captain can take up to 50 points of magic items for a 1 wing guy. Yeah, right. So they got champions of Chrace. Close order, Elven Reflexes, Furious Charge, Lion Cloak, Stubborn, and Veteran. So all the fruit are put into these guys. So the champions of Chrace is basically any model can accept a challenge like a character. And then in addition, once per turn, a character that's joined the Line Guard may scroll down, sorry.
Reroll their lookout.
Reroll their lookout, sir. Yeah, right. So yeah, if you got a character in here, he's going to be very well protected.
Yeah.
I look at these guys kind of being like, I'd say similar in stats to just with the Furious Charge and all that, the great weapons, kind of like a Black Orc that dies easier, but probably hits a little bit harder. But just the points, Black Orc's coming in at 12? You might give him a few bits and pieces, and you might end up with this great weapon, 15, 16 points?
Yeah, these will die a lot quicker though, eh? Tough 3 and
only heavy 3. I reckon they're going to hit really good with the Furious Charge, but the problem is you need the charge. Weapon skill 6, so yeah, you might be like 3s and 3s or 3s and 2s, and then obviously the -3 to AP could hurt, but the problem is how you need to work out how you're going to get a charge with these guys.
So one thing I was thinking with getting charges, right? And I don't know, you need stuff that's at least only around 30 something. And there was some things in here potentially, but you know how like if you've got stuff that's, I think we were talking about even these guys, they've got Vanguard, don't they? Vanguard 12 points, but they're 60 points. It was the Lions that were about 30. What was the
36?
Stuff
36 for 2 Lions.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So I was just wondering if you go like you'd have to put it all across the board because people just avoid it otherwise. But you move one unit right up, so if someone charges them, but then you put another one a little bit behind, so the overrun is going to hit that, and then they're stuck there, and then you can counter charge. You can bring in your turn. You can charge your infantry into that. Like you'd know where it'll end up, but you'd have to have a lot of that because otherwise people would go, I'm not charging. If you just set up one unit like that, it wouldn't work. But I wonder if some of these options where you start seeing some cheap chaff, you go, okay, well, I can set up 3 lots of them, and then there's chances are my infantry can't, especially if they're big blocks. They might be able to get in and get that charge off,
With some TMPs going, like,
So there might be some options. Chieftain's Chariot. I'm guessing
so that's part. Sorry.
Oh, is that something else? Stop the other.
Yeah, I think that's part of one of the other ones.
This guy. Let's do him first.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's him.
Yeah. So this is the character that you can take, and this is another tweener, is it? Sort of.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
So 3 wounds, 3 attacks, tough 3s, usual weapon skill 6, heavy armor, hand weapon. 105 points, can take the Chracian Great Blade, however the frig you say it. Maybe mounted on that's the chariot you just talked about for a double of their points, 105 points. They purchase magic item up to 75. They get the Furious Charge on that. This is the weird thing. They get the move through cover, but not on the model's mount. So if you're putting on the chariot, you're not getting move through cover then with the chariot, correct? So Lion Cloak, strike first, which is fine, stubborn valor. So strike first though, with that Chracian Great Blade, that starts getting pretty cool. Strength 6, -3 AP. And then whether or not you whack that on a Chieftain's Chariot, which I guess the better version of it was here, it takes you up to tough. Do you get the toughness? You do, don't you? Toughness 4, but 6 wounds then with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that really weird. It doesn't have move through cover because I believe the White Line Chariot has move through cover.
Oh, yeah. Well, you did because you were doing it the other day in our game. That's a bit dumb.
Let me triple check this.
But otherwise, this heavy chariot is close order, arm bane 1, first charge, and you also got Furious Charge on top then. Impact hits D6. Stubborn, Valor of Ages, all that sort of stuff with 2 Chracian White Lions and only one Charioteer, with a Chracian Great Blade. It's doubling the cost of this person, but I mean, toughness 4, 6 wounds, you might want that.
Sorry, it was the Yeah, sorry, it was the Chracian Hunter gave you move through cover. And it's not asterisks like that.
Right, okay. Yeah.
So you gain a Lion Cloak, move through cover, stubborn, special rules.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But they've stopped you getting moved through cover with this one if you're whacking them on chariot.
Loadout.
Yeah, okay. Well, what's your thoughts on all that then?
It's got 3 wounds. I reckon that's pretty cool. If you're jumping in a chariot, you got 6 wounds. You're coming in at what? 210 points. Not too bad. The only thing I
movement 8 with no swift stride, hey? Yeah.
Yeah.
And no move through cover.
Yeah.
But you do have furious charge. You're going 4 attacks on that. I mean, like, to me, you'd have to decide if you came in with some defensive magic items, I'd be interested to see what you could do. Or glass cannon stuff that, like, it helped you just destroy something on the charge. Like, I don't know, off the top of my head, but because
that's elves all around, isn't it? It's just glass cannons. It's like
but you only 4 attacks, but you are strength 6 -3 AP. I mean, you don't have enough attacks to really.
No, it'd be an awesome support model, but it'd be she's no anvil. You're not sending her up into.
No. Yeah, it's things like stubborn and all that on that. You just like, wait, what's the use? On toughness 4, you're gonna nail through me anyway.
Yeah, the save's pretty average. Yeah.
Oh, we did the Guard Garrison commander, didn't we? Did we?
Yes.
Did I miss that? Oh, we did that one. And then we got the special character core. He'll says the old lead one or male one. 175. Oh, you do him because I did the other one.
No, you go through. I did the last special character.
Weapon skill 7, BS 5, strength 4, tough 3, weapon wounds 3, 6 initiative, 4 attacks. Pretty good. Oh, well, actually, that's right. When I looked at this, what's the Chael weapon? Because I didn't see that, and it's not in here. Do you know what it is?
Isn't it? Yeah, I think it might be in the other one.
Is it? And then Pelt of Tyrannus is not in this one, I don't think.
Just give me 2 seconds. If you want to keep going through the rest.
Yeah, he can be mounted. I like this with a special character where they're allowing you to change it. So you can put him on. So you can get him up to wound 6, toughness 3. Toughness 4. And then Elven Reflexes, Furious Charge, obviously for him. Mighty Constitution is during a turn in which he charges more than 3 inches or 3 inches or more, he gets +1 modifier to his strength. So he's going up to strength 5. In addition, he's immune to poison attacks if he's hit by an attack with this special rule. That's like, put him on a chariot. It's kind of interesting because he's immune to poison, killing blow, and monster slayer. If he's on the chariot, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Stubborn, move through cover, but doesn't apply to his mount. So if he gets on a chariot, he's not. So yeah, really, what's these two? What's his?
Sorry, it's not in here, but I believe his weapon, it gives him a +1 strength if he moves more than 3 inches on the charge.
Well, that's the Mighty Constitution. That's his special rule.
Oh God! All right, I got it completely wrong then. But the pelt gives him a 5-up. Regen
or something. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so he's a little bit. He'd have a toughness 4, 6 wounds.
Hang on. Here we go. No, I've got it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I need to scroll down more. All right. So the pelt, the wearer of the pelt of Corandus, improves their armor by 1 whilst engaged in combat.
Okay.
But I'm trying to work out, how do you think that is going to work with the chariots if he's on it?
Well, I think if he improves his arm, does it say his armor?
Improves their armor. The wearer improves their armor.
Well, I think that means it would just go up. So I think, well, he's got a heavy armor. What is the chariot?
But it's not going to affect the chariot, will it?
Well, I don't know. What's the chariot?
And then by +2 against non-magical shooting. Then in addition,
armor value, he's the wearer becomes. Well, how does it? I'll just look at how Armored Hide's worded and see if it's similar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember, but potentially it'd be great if you could get him to a 3-up, 5-up. Then you start.
Yeah.
I mean, again, he's not a freaking dragon or anything like that, obviously. But
yeah, no,
yeah. Sorry, what was his weapon?
So his weapon is +2 strength, so it's up to strength 6, AP -3. It's pretty
He's
cool.
up to strength 7 then on
the charge.
On the charge, yeah.
Mm.
And AP what? -3.
-3 straight up. He's got killing blow. Requires 2 hands, of course. And the wielder of Kale may reroll any rolls to hit of a 1 made during the combat phase. So any rerolls of 1.
That's good because he's weapon skill 7. So
yeah,
okay, so that's good. Is he got furious charge? Yeah, he does. Oh well, 5 attacks, probably all hitting at strength 7. Okay, yeah, but that's 175. Cool. That's 280 points though.
Yeah. Is getting up there. Like but your dragon, your guy on a dragon's going to be close to 500 points. So yeah, I think it's proportioned quite well.
Yeah.
For what he is. Or he's good.
Yeah. No,
to have that save and the ability to get the chariot and get those.
Especially I'll have to reread that thing and see. I can't see what the actual pelt says, but it'd be interesting to see if you can just change that armor value of the chariot up by 1, because it says the wearer, but then he's the wearer. I don't know. It's just complicated. Yeah. Well, that's probably everything except for the magic items, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go through them. Do you want to do some weapons?
Oh, this is the bane of everybody's existence right now. The Woodman's Axe. So it's coming in. It's obviously a combat weapon, being an axe. It's coming at strength +3, which is really good. AP -4, which is fantastic. Magic attacks, monster slayer. Obviously, you need 2 hands. Strikes last. That 2 hands one, which didn't have that, then it might not be as bad. And then you can only get it on Chracian Warhost, Army of Infamy, but it's coming in at 90 points.
So the only one who can really take it is
your lord.
Dude, is it?
Yeah.
No,
he's 75.
So it's only
it's the prince.
Prince. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the prince can take him. But
interesting.
Man. Anyway, do you want to hit the next one?
Is the prince even strike first? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, okay.
But still, you're fishing for 6s for Monster Slayer. But yeah, it's good against other stuff. You're losing that.
I mean, you're fishing for 6s, but you're also doing wounds at strength.
Yeah, that's it.
You are. Oh, he's strength 4, so he's strength 7.
Yeah.
But then they've usually got wards and stuff. But but then you're getting killed next turn when you've got nothing to stop you dying. Yeah. Bow of the Seafarer. This will be interesting. It's 50 points. 30-inch range, strength 5, -3, cumbersome magic attacks, multiple wounds, D3, through and through. So it's a bolt thrower. Saying what's Bow of Avalon?
So the Bow of Avalon. So this is weird because it gives you AP and all that.
Is that just in the armor? Yeah, okay. It's a 30-inch strength 5, armor bane 1, magic attacks, volley fire, and then what?
Yeah. So it's magic attacks, which this has got, and then it's volley fire, which I'm sure you don't need because you're going to be in the front rank anyway, or wherever you are. But it's armor bane. So I'm like, do you just get armor bane?
You must. It says it's a bolt. Yeah. Why don't they just give it armor bane and just not even put that in there?
Yeah, I don't know. This confused me. I didn't know what was going on. It seemed like the most convoluted frigging rule.
But I mean, there is obviously a lot of true characters in this army with very high ballistic skills. Although I think when I saw this, where was it? I might be wrong here, but wasn't there one where a champion could take 50 points or something?
Oh yeah, that was the White Lion one.
No, but he's only BS4. He's only BS4.
Line guard. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's only BS4.
But old mate's BS7, the seafarer captain guy.
The tweener dude.
The tweener.
Yeah, so that's an option, I guess. I think you might see that.
I reckon you will. I reckon it's cool.
Especially one of the ones where you're putting it on things that are, moving around on, well, they are cumbersome, I guess. So that means it's -2 if you move, right?
I think that's you can't stand and shoot.
Oh, stand and shoot. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So confusing. Ponderous is the -2.
Ponderous, yeah.
Yeah.
You can throw this on like a guy that's per se on a I'm missing friggin' words here. What's the chariot? Skycutter.
Skycutter, yeah.
And then all of a sudden you got 2 shots coming in because you got
it's good.
the Lord doing this, then you got the Skycutter's strength 5 bolt throw as well.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Good little.
Then you got the Star Lance 45. Oh, hang on, is this me or you? This is you.
Oh, yep. So Star Lance coming at 45 points. So strength +3. So it's a pretty tasty lance. AP -4 again. Magic attacks and strike first. So you can only take it who's on a troop type of cavalry or monster. And it can be only used during a turn in which the wielder charged. I think this is like weird because I've seen some people talking about using magic weapons when they're like using like magic abilities. So I don't know. To me, it's like you can only use it with charge personally. So I don't know if
like putting this on a wizard and doing like
yeah.
Yeah, it's a turn charge. So if you put this on a star, is it a star? What's the bloody dragon mage or something?
Yeah.
Could you do that? And then he comes in with illusion and try charge. Well, but to get that off is pretty high, but yeah.
Yeah, well, that's it.
But if you charge, I don't see why you wouldn't get that, and then you're hitting. But the issue though is that bloody FAQ where it's strike first, but then it says assailment spells are cast in the initiative order. But you should have already attacked because of strike first. That's a bit all confusing.
Yeah, initiative's high anyway.
You might see that. I think some people will build some little builds, like things on Griffins.
Cool.
Stuff like that. That can
pretty good.
That make use of it.
AP -4 is always great.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe we'll throw that on a wizard and just see what happens. I don't know. Blade of Seagold, 40 points. Combat strength +1, -1 AP, magic attacks, multi-wounds D3, only taken on Guard Garrison of Armies of Infamy. It's just like not a great weapon, but multi-wounds D3.
Miniature Ogre Blade.
Yeah, 40 points. What does it fit with the Giant Blade? What was that one? Is the Giant Blade then multi-wounds too? Can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's around the same, but I think that's got the similar problem where it's low strength and AP bonus. Yeah. So enchanted items. So the Amulet of the Tempest coming in at 50 points. I love this. This is the best item. So may only be taken by models in a Guard Garrison army. So that is only limiting it to
that is good.
This. Yeah. So, whilst within 9 inches of a bearer of the Amulet of the Tempest, enemy wizards cannot add their wizard or level of wizardry to their casting rolls. But not dispel rolls, just casting. Because some people are like, they can't dispel and cast, but it's their casting rolls. But 9 inches is a pretty decent bubble, and it's a pretty big nerf if you can't add your level of... And you can throw it on anyone, like it doesn't need to be a wizard.
Yeah, 50 points. Yeah, that's right. That's pretty interesting. It'd be funny if you could ally or take the friggin' someone with this in your Empire army and put it combat with the Ultra Sigma, which is like the -2 to cast everywhere or something. They just can't get there.
Shut it down completely. Level 4 is doing nothing.
Yeah, you can't cast it. Imagine that. You're rolling dice. You can't add your level 4 and your -2. Whatever it is.
Yeah. Do you want to hit my favorite item, Gommo? This is my favorite.
Oh, this is good. Ring of Fury, and it's bloody common. 25 points. Hammer hand spell, power level 2. Is every champ having this, or how does it work?
I'm just gonna run just silver helms galore just with this. It's my whole list. Silver helms and the Ring of Fury.
Oh, I mean, imagine. Yeah, well, just MSUing this thing. What's the smallest unit you can get with a champ on there? 25-point champ.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you can get 5 silver helms and take 25 points on the champ. I'll just have 5 silver helm little darts everywhere.
Yeah. Just getting in there. That'd be that's crazy. Yeah.
Hammerhand's actually pretty good. I think it's
well, it is, isn't it? Is it got AP? It doesn't it?
I think it's AP 2, I think. 1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Gem of Courage, 50. Well, you did this one, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So Gem of Courage, 15 points. Again, common. So you can take as many of these as you want. Gem of Courage may only be taken by a model in a Chracian Warhost. So it's single use, but once per game, when required to make a break test, the bearer of the Gem of Courage in the unit may roll an extra D6 and discard the highest. So it's kind of like a bit of a mini stubborn, I suppose. So yeah, it's pretty good unless you're getting absolutely smashed in combat. I think it's going to be quite useful.
Unless you're taking all these Ring of Furies on them. But you put it on a different character, I guess, not your champ.
Yeah.
Arcane items, the Vortex Shard for 50 points. Single use. A wizard may use this item instead of making dispel attempt. If they do so, the spell's automatically dispelled, no dispel roll. In addition, all remains in play spells currently in play are dispelled, including spells cast by friendly wizards. That's pretty. Again, it's probably less of an issue now, maybe because the Wood Elf spam's gone. But those things, they're pretty good. That's pretty good if that's the case. But now it's gone. Maybe it's not so. Maybe not taking that as much. But
yeah.
I actually don't mind. Probably one of the. Is it the next one? Might have been something better to stop it. Big magic phase.
The next one's gold. Do you want to hit that? I know
you do it. Yeah.
No, you go. Come on.
I just thought when I first read it, I went, that's single use. That's not anything with it. 40 points. A wizard, the Trickster's Pendant, I should say. A wizard may use this when attempting a wizardry dispel. If they do so, roll an extra D6 when making dispel roll. Discard the lowest result. If the spell's dispelled, the wizard that attempted to cast it cannot attempt to cast any more spells for the remainder of the current turn. However, if a double 1 is rolled on any 2 of the dice, the bearer is outclassed in the art. So, you shut down that whole magic phase on that critical time. They'd be very hesitant to, especially cast like a hex or whatever right at the beginning of the turn. You go, boom, boom, gone.
Yeah,
no
just some shit.
For you.
Yeah. But the best thing
interestingly, a really good item to take in the mirror match when everyone's loaded up with fucking what's the one up here? Rings of Fury.
Oh yeah.
So, on that one turn where they all get their combats in, and you go, "Oh, you casting a hex? Oh, I'll throw this. Sorry, no more magic for you this turn."
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
And I'm challenging all your champs. They're all dead.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. So he gets the mirror match. Yeah.
I think the funny thing with this, and I like it, is you don't have to use it on the first spell.
No.
Because if old mate, rolls something huge and you're like, oh, I can't dispel that. Like you can still you can kind of pick what you want to do.
Yeah.
Which is good because to me, you're going to be saying well, probably between turn 2 and turn 4, you're going to have some critical magic phases in there. So
exactly. So it's 40 points. The only issue I guess with it is it's an arcane item, so you might be like going, I want to use some other stuff. Again, maybe more useful on the Seaguard one where you've got maybe you load up on lots of little level 1s or something, because you don't care that you're rolling extra dice, so you don't care that you're level 1.
It is pretty tight, the old arcane items, isn't it? So the Staff of Solidarity coming at 15 points. Single use again. So once per game with the bearer of Staff of Solidarity. Solidity.
Yeah.
There we go.
Solidarity sounds cool too, but I think it was solidity.
Solidity. There you go.
Oh, this is the one I was thinking about when it made me think, yeah, the miscast table should be worse than it is. Because when I looked at that, I went, probably doesn't matter because I don't care about the miscast. Yeah.
You can choose just not
to do it. Yeah.
I find this is so funny. So once per game, when the bearer of the Staff of Solidity is required to roll in the miscast table, they may choose not to. I mean, would you?
Yeah, would you choose?
Would you not?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird ones where you're like, why don't you just say like you don't or you won't or something like that?
Yeah.
Or it doesn't have
weird. Anyway. Yeah. Magic armor, 40 points. Armor of Stars. Models whose troop type is infantry or cav. The armor of Stars is a suit of heavy armor. In addition, you're immune to killing blow. That's it. Immune to killing blow, infantry or cav. I guess on the cav side of things specifically, that's cool, but it's 40 points. I don't know. I think
it's a lot
of stuff. Yeah.
Golden Shield coming at 30 points. It's an expensive shield. So the Golden Shield is a shield. In addition, any models that direct its attacks against the bearer in the combat phase must reroll any to hit rolls of 6. So obviously poison could be an issue, but it's okay.
But see, if it was a Golden Shield worked on any phase, that would be cool. I mean, it's 30 points, but you might think of them to stop your poison. Put that on dragon character, but yeah, the way it is, it's a lot.
Yeah, no, it is definitely.
There's not other stuff that when rolls to 6s to hit does stuff, is there? No, I don't know.
No, but I suppose it is taking. If you are up against a dragon with an ogre blade, you are making him re-roll his successful hits of 6.
Yes, yeah, true.
So there is a bit there,
and you again. The other thing too is if you're putting, can you combat that with one of the ones that do -1 to hit? Because you've got weapon skill 7, you might be getting people to hit you on 5s.
Oh yeah, true that.
And so you're wiping out half their attack. So I think you're pretty right. That's an interesting.
Very valuable.
Yeah. So there might be some combos there that like I'm not thinking about yet, but like I don't know the exact. I don't know where they sit in terms of what category, but yeah, there is a -1 that whatever it is.
Yep.
Hit. Talisman Circlet of Atrazar, 55 points. The talisman. Okay, yeah. Where the circlet has a +1 wound on their profile. In addition, if the bearer is infantry or cav, they get +1 toughness. Now, what is... You might get... Is that the... Can you whack that on the unicorn, dude? What's the unicorn? It didn't make you go up, did it? You're still tough 3 with the unicorn, wasn't it? Can't remember what it did. Or was it the other way? Where's the unicorn? I don't know. Like I do like elves need better toughness. So anything you can do to get extra toughness is interesting. Or even just on your horse is going to tough 4. Where's this bloody unicorn?
Oh, there you go.
Oh no, it's the wounds that goes up.
Ooh.
What was that?
The dash. The dreaded dash.
So it's just tough 3. So it's just tough 4. Don't know if it's massively worth it, is it? I don't know. What do you think of it?
55 points.
So +1 wound as well. That's a lot for 1 wound.
It is.
Yeah,
I think the problem with this, and like you're trying to buff something that's super shit to make it only shit.
Yeah, like what a lot of other units are, like weapon skill. Like you wouldn't say toughness 4 is like what you just want to see with your normal infantry,
Yeah, exactly. So there's a good chance whatever's going to be hitting you might be hitting you on 2s regardless.
Yeah.
So
if you could take that on the chariot.
Exactly. Yeah. If you're starting to So the Sacred Incense coming in at 35 points. So any enemy models that target this character or any unit they have joined, which is good for the whole unit, During the shooting phase, suffers an additional -1 to hit. Not terrible if you know you're going to be up against something shooting, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that the only issue I have there too is Tomb Kings are everywhere as well at the moment, and they just laugh at that. So,
Yeah.
you know.
They don't care.
Yeah. Banner of Resilience, 80 points. This is awesome, but it's also very expensive. The whole unit gets +1 toughness. So I feel like if you're going to take this, you're going to be putting it on a BSB in a big unit, aren't you? Or do you put it on something that, like a BSB flying around on the Griffin or something? Is that worth it or not? Makes it too pricey. Is he only tough 5 on the normal Griffin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you put? You can't put a BSB on a dragon, can you? Like on a little dragon? But then they wouldn't be tough 6 anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, just a Griffin. But yeah, I don't know.
What's the most offensive big unit then that you can get? Like, is there some of the units like the Phoenix Guard? Do they have wards?
Phoenix Guard.
They have wards, straight up ward.
Yeah, they got a ward.
Imagine if you did that and make them tough 4 with wards. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting. Never see them, so it'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So the banner of Lothair's 55 points. So if a unit carrying the banner,
I say one more thing with that. It's a unit carrying. So if you made a Death Star and put all your like infantry characters in there, they're all got +1 toughness, right? Do they?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say models with this unit. Like it's just okay. So if infantry is better and you start getting those big blocks back with characters, then that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. If only they weren't toughness 3 all around.
No, I know. It probably doesn't really matter that much. You're right, but still. Yeah.
So the banner of Lothair's 55 points. So the unit carrying the banner, if it's equipped with thrusting spears, half the models in the 3rd rank or file. So i.e. the rank or file directly behind the ones normally being able to make supporting attacks. I don't know what that's in there. Rounding up can make supporting attacks. So 55 points, you might get another 3, 4, 5 guys attacking.
Can you get that on the Sea Guard just normally on their normal banner? Like how much can they take?
Oh, good point. Let's look that up. I wouldn't think 55 points. That sounds quite.
That's 50.
Yeah. 50. So what? You're dumping that in the BSB? Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot to invest into.
When you can probably make, I mean, the Sea Guard can just, well, in those other ones you can just give them drilled, can't you? So mean, if you stand and shoot and you just go in a line anyway, and then you've got heaps of supporting attacks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's.
So
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Banner of Balance, 25 points. Whilst in base contact with a unit carrying the Banner of Balance, enemy units cannot reroll any rolls to hit or wound. However, nor can the unit carrying the Banner of Balance. I mean, I like it. 25 points isn't a lot. I guess the good thing is, it wipes out hatred and stuff. So, and you're not re-rolling like the old days, not 8th edition where you were re-rolling everything. So,
yeah,
it depends on who you're going up against as well. Yeah,
it's all right.
25 points is pretty cheap. Yeah.
If you got an expensive unit, you just want some more redundancy.
Yeah, especially if you're not needing it, such. You're like,
Banner of Confidence coming at 20 points. This is actually pretty good. So a unit carrying the Banner of Confidence do not suffer the usual -1 to hit modifier when making stand and shoot charge reactions. Yeah. So on Sea Guard, which have got the naval discipline where you can use stand and shoot whenever, basically, no matter. I think that makes it really.
That does. That's really good. And then if you got the better AP on them as well, I mean, you can see they're going to take. Everyone's going to take that. And it can obviously go on the champ, or not. Yeah, the normal one.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's it. Okay, so listening to you, because I've only I've listened to 10 10 minutes of Ed's close order version of this, and I saw some comments in our Discord, and yeah.
Did he sound excited? Was Ed excited?
Yes, because he liked High Elves, but there wasn't.
Does Ed get excited?
Yeah, he does.
He does?
Yeah, but I don't think he'd got through it all, so I wasn't sure.
Okay.
I only listened to about 10 minutes, so I didn't hear his response. I just saw some, and you alluded to it. Obviously, there's getting a lot of, I wouldn't even say mixed reactions here. Seem to be a bit negative, but you're a bit positive on it. So what's your whole take, and which one do you like the most out of? I shouldn't say most. What do you like? Because all these arcane journals, it's either, there's the arcane 2 armies you can get, but also the magic items and the other things that go into the grand army. What sort of excites you the most?
I think the grand army got a decent buff from some of the magic items there. Mainly, it might just be me and my Ring of Fury thinking it's some awesome godsend.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think there is some stuff there that's going to buff the grand army. But yeah, for my big takeout, and there's a lot of people being negative, so this will be my takeout of the book. And then obviously we'll probably do your takeout, and then I was going to hit Sean's takeout as well before we leave.
Oh, I didn't.
He gave me a little takeout.
Oh, he did. Okay, cool. Because
Sean
was going to try and make it. Obviously, he's our elf.
The elf expert.
And we just couldn't sort it out. Sorry.
No, we couldn't. So I think obviously you got 2 different lists, but if you're doing the Seaguard list, everybody's very negative because they're like, "Where's your damage output?" And they're being very singular in that sort of. I think they're just looking at dragons. Like, who's going to kill your dragon? I don't see this as a list that has a specific dragon counter that's going to be like, this is your miracle. Every list has got like something solid that can maybe take on a dragon to some degree. I don't think this list does have that, but I think it can definitely counter a dragon. But the thing I've got with the Seaguard list is there's a lot of skirmish, there's a lot of moving around, and there's a lot of shooting. The only problem I've got with the Seaguard list is, as you both were discussed, is the 666 odd points you got to spend in core with only limited units. But I was thinking, well, Shadow Warriors, those guys can scout. You can just, it's not an army that needs to be just placed out. It's an army that, to me, it's definitely going to be like, you're going to have scouting units, you're going to have sky cutters going everywhere. You probably have the majority of your points, possibly not 1 or 2 big units from your core. So I think you can just displace.
You mean not, or you would? Oh,
I wouldn't personally.
Yeah, right.
I think you can do a bit of work with the Seaguard, possibly, and have like a TMPing sort of Seaguard, or some way of doing a conveyance with your Seaguard. Being able to do some shenanigans and move your Seaguard around before deployment. To me, it's just like it's a big chess game, the Seaguard. I think it's going to be one of those hard to master, but once you master, I think it's going to could be very hard to counter. That's just the way I'm looking at it. Just there's so many small units there. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's rubbish, or
the whole book, or you mean the Seaguard?
Yeah, the Seaguard.
I think it's. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's hard because you don't get that. It's the magic hits me a bit. But I don't know. I'm probably going a little bit the other way, wondering if it's not worth just committing and Death Starring massive blocks of Seaguard with some of those other buffs we talked about with the banners and stuff. Plus, you got the stand and shoot thing with the regiment thing, and just going. If you want my points, you need to come here, and I'm going to reform into Linehammer, and you're fucked. Yeah, well, you'll probably kill a lot, but I'm going to kill a lot back, and plus I've already killed a lot with stand and shoots and AP and all this stuff, and maybe there is something there. I don't know.
Yeah,
like, is your dragon going to go in there? Probably not, because you're going to get bloody. Like, I think you'd ponk some wounds through eventually anyway. I don't know. I don't know. I think there's something, I reckon the Dragon Mage, I don't know, there's something there with the Dragon Mage and that spear and, yeah, I don't know. Can he get the ring on him as well? And then he's got, I don't know, what other, is the dragon, no, he's not the one with dark. He just gets battle and something anyway, doesn't he? What does he get?
Oh, the Dragon Mage? Yeah, I think it is battle. Or is it just battle? Dragon Mages. Battle and elementalism.
Something else. Oh, elementalism. Yeah. Yep. Okay. But he's only a level what? What can he do? Can he go up
to a level 2. And magic items 50 points. But he's not terrible. He's got 6 wounds, toughness 5.
He's on a dragon. Just a little
bit. Little one. It's got 4 attacks, strength 5. But still got D6.
What about that -2 the cast? Oh no, that's casting, not dispelling. I just feel like can you take that? Oh no, he can't. So he can't take. That's annoying. Damn it. I wanted to put in the spear. I wanted to give him the spear and the Ring of Fury, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But he can't fit that. Is that right?
Nah. Yeah. But I think that's a huge debuff. If you can take away possibly the majority of casting from a level 4,
it definitely, it helps you, and it doesn't matter as much that you're level 3s basically with Stormweavers. I think that seems good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need that hanging around with your Stormweavers or a little bit further out so they're in range to stop. Oh no, it's their casting. Sorry, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think this one will have like hidden stuff that people don't know about, and being able to pick a unit up and move it somewhere else. The only thing is that's where I sort of get a little bit more like, okay, well that's on this list, isn't it? That you can do that.
Yeah.
Or is that the other one?
Yeah. No, this one.
Yeah. It sort of feels like you want to get your money's worth for doing that, so it has to be like a good unit. So maybe it lends itself to these big Death Star. I don't know, like a big unit. It's almost TMPing it somewhere else. Obviously, still in deploying.
I think you can do one. I mean, like if you had heaps of skirmishing and just one big TMPing unit just causing havoc as well.
Yeah.
Like
missions.
you said.
I think the missions are important. Like the diagonal one. There's a lot of room there. Where often what happens is because you're only 12 inches away.
Yeah.
Like by the end of the deployment, you're like, oh fuck, I wish I was over there because that unit there I could delete. So then you can just move it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think there's some. If you're just playing the one like mission all the time, it's probably not as good. But if you're playing a tournament with all the different missions, I think that's pretty interesting. And then being able to move that into the flank zone on that mission where you usually wouldn't have been able to put it, or vice versa and stuff like that. I think there's
I feel like this has given me the avoidance list I haven't been able to do with High Elves.
Yeah. And you do have Merwyrm, so they're not great at doing anything, but they are toughness 6. I don't know.
I reckon they're all right for 225.
Okay. Yeah.
If you had a Merwyrm or something, I mean, it's something you got to deal with.
You do.
If you've got your guys bouncing around, it's like, well,
I'll just say, and I know everyone said this, so it's not unique, but because you alluded to it before that people were talking about like the balance is pretty cool, I think. It seems like there's a lot more rumors that something's going to happen, things are going to rebalance, infantry is going to be fixed a bit, and you guys might talk about it next week on the pod. I'm not sure because I'm not here, but that article went up about was it the Throne of Skulls had the mention about beta rules are going to be accepted rules, so like then people are like going, well hang on, that's like soon, or at least in a future one there might be beta rules. So this army, if infantry gets good, this entire book gets
good,
ridiculous.
So definitely those Sea Guard. If you can start throwing some of those AP ones on your war bows, on your spears, that is getting good.
I think this is also great because of the plastic range too. Again, assuming you're obviously not 3D printing, both of these armies have a lot of character to like model and muck around with. I like that. I like the lions, man. I'd be bringing them in a normal army.
All right. Did you want to? We'll go through the Chracian Warhost. Did you want to? Yeah. What's your thoughts on that then?
I'd probably be trying to take the special character on that guy. I think he looked after we talked through him. I think he's pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. I just like these lions for some reason.
Lions?
I think they're pretty beefy for little war beasts, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's something there with them. But I mean, it's annoying you can only take 2. Is that right? Is that how it works?
2 to 6, yeah.
Oh, 2 to 6, but only 2 units. Is that what it was?
Oh.
Or is it any number? Maybe I've made a mistake there. Yeah, 0 to 1 units of war lines per 1,000.
Okay, so
you can't really take a lot, which is a little bit down, a little bit sad. I mean, you like the Chracian and Woodsman. I think you might have. Yeah, I think they're pretty. The white lions are just a bit. I thought they were good, and then I realized they don't have that strike first. Then I'm like, oh, they're probably die. So I'm a bit.
They're not as I think they come.
I mean, they can take princes and stuff, so they can. Their characters can do the heavy lifting here. So whether or not the others just do, that line guard are pretty good.
I just like there's no limit to the Chracian Woodsman. They've got bows. You can have skirmishes. You can just set up all little skirmish units. Somebody's going to charge in, and then you could charge in twice from the side. Like you can just set up all these little because you can charge in any direction. So even if they overrun or stay still, you could still have it within X amount of inches. I just see them being a really, really good unit.
Let me find them again. Where were they?
They're just going to be.
Their movement 5-2, so you chance that you might be getting.
Sorry, I think they're up. Some initiative.
Oh yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
We've got that Chracian Great Blade, hey. So if you can get some initiative bump for charging, then they become quite deadly.
Yeah, initiative 4, AP 3 straight up. I reckon they're really good, like against knights and all that. Move through cover. So if you can sort out some cover shenanigans, skirmishes, hiding behind shit, like just the war bows. Like you can't just ignore them because they're just going to be shooting you either way. So all those things, like and strength 4, no AP. Yeah, I know that, but still strength 4 to me. I mean. Strength 4, no AP, or strength 3, AB 1.
Well, yeah, and you can get Plague of Rust up on some of these dudes as well. So suddenly you got -2. It's like against the right unit, plus with big unit of warbows, strength 4 shooting at -2 AP is pretty. That can do some damage.
Yeah.
So like against Empire Knights, you killing wounding them on 3s and they're saving on 5s. You probably just delete them over. So you can probably there's probably some synergies here. I think this book's going to have stuff that people are going to mull over and then suddenly bring some weird lists out that people weren't paying attention to potentially. And then, and I think Core Hill's one of the ones that you might actually see hanging around, maybe. I know he gets pricey on the chariot, but
it's got to be,
just pop around.
One of the better special characters, anyway.
Yeah. No, she's not. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. Actually, the good thing is that other character, even though that's a bit of a beefy looking, that other resin one, at least you'll see it because you probably take it in that army. So, and then I think, that bow. I don't know. There's something with that lance. I know it's expensive, but it'd be interesting if you can combo that. Can you combo that with illusion? I'm just wondering.
Just AP -4, strength +3. Like it's. I think if you got a night block, you're just gonna
strike first too. That's the good.
Yeah, you're just gonna.
It can be shit, but
man.
What's the cheapest decent illusion wizard? Can they only go on? What's the spell weaver got? Death.
So it's got dark, elementalism, and illusion. I believe is the.
Okay.
He's 3.
Can they go? Oh, they only got 2 attacks, but I mean, with illusion, it's 2d6, but it's only weapon skill 4. Hang on, it doesn't auto hit, does it? It's just normal attacks, isn't it?
I'd take weapon skill 4. It's all right.
Yeah, it's still you're probably running on 4s, but yeah.
Yeah.
With that attack, with that strength 7, no strength 6, AP -4, whatever it was.
Yep.
Twat like 2 turn in both turns. ASF strikes.
Yeah.
First.
As long as you charge us, you'd have to have like a.
But if they're on the unicorn, 35 points, 85.
Yeah. So I mean, you might see some play.
And what was the? Oh, you can't cast 2 of them. I was just going to say you can't cast illusion. You can't cast. I was just thinking. Is this guy? Is the Stormweaver on a unicorn? Would you give them the 25-point thing as well?
Hammerhand.
Yeah, but then why are they going? You don't want it in combat unless you're doing the trying to go with that lance.
Give them the lance as well. Just
what can take the lance and that?
I don't know.
Just a normal BSB, like just a normal dude on.
Oh yeah. Oh well, the beefed up guy, the tweenie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
20
Griffin or something like that.
Yeah.
Getting good charge off, doing some damage, and comboing it with that. Like that's a lot of combat res.
And then you get challenged out.
What about make them the BSB and give them the bullshit banner?
Yeah.
D3 as well. That's so much combat res.
Yeah, it is. All the combat res.
Yeah, that little dude on a yeah, I don't know. There's some things there that would.
I think you're right. Surely. There is some play. Yeah.
Magical attack, strength 3. So I'm just looking at my other screen here to look at the normal book. It's who can take just the noble. He gets 50. Is it so? It is that 20 that gets to 75. Hey,
the 20s.
This guy.
Yep.
Oh wow,
3 20s.
One.
Yeah, the mage and the sea guard and the Chracian 20s.
Where is the fucking 20 dude? The other one. This guy.
Yeah.
3 attacks, weapon skill 6. What can he ride? So, okay, so is the Sky Cutter a Griffin or a Great Eagle? Is it worth going on a Great Eagle? I'm just trying to get something cheap. 60 points.
Oh, I've been trying to work with Great Eagles. They suck.
Okay.
As a mount option, I'd take a Griffin or a Sky Cutter.
Is it better just putting on a Sky Cutter? But the only thing is, Griffin and Great Eagles, are they both? Is the Great Eagle? No, he's a monstrous creature, isn't he?
And the Griffin's large target, so you can get shot. That's the only problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, Lothar and Sky Cutter would be interesting. That's 100. That's 180 points. And then you got it's like a 300 point. I was trying to find something cheap. You want something real cheap that can just do it. It's definitely glass.
Gommo's budgeting. He's like, it's too expensive.
yeah.
Just do it. Just do it.
Surely there's something cheaper. I don't know.
I think there's some play there for sure. For sure, there's going to be some play there.
Yeah, and then what would you take in the normal list? Those ones we talked about. Yeah, but am I going bonkers here? I thought the Empire had it, but the Empire has a magic one that gives you the Oaken Shield. But is there another army that gives you Hammerhand? Another Arcane Journal? Did I dream that?
No, I don't think you are dreaming that.
But then I looked in my Empire. I swear it was Empire, but then I was looking for it and went, I can't find it.
No.
That's not in there.
Oh,
hang on. Is it in the normal? Is it in this book? In the Force
Common
Fantasy? Is it Hammerhand one word?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not in that. Damn it. No, I don't know. I swear something else had the ability to get Hammerhand, but then maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. I've got that vibe too that
I'll have to go back.
There is another magic item because a lot of those magic items do come back to the battle magic.
Yeah, cool. Okay, and then there's some here. It's like I don't know. It's maybe they just brought maybe we just were spoilt for, I think over time, Tomb Kings and Bretts obviously have turned into but the Tomb King and the Brett one, when the game launched, the Orc one came out next, and it was like lauded as the best Arcane Journal because everything could be used, every magic item can be used in any of them.
Yeah.
And what we've seen is, apart from the Nomadic War, you don't really see the Trolls. So really the Orcs Arcane Journal in hindsight is really just extra magic items for Chaos Dwarves and Orcs to take. And the Tomb King and Brett one, I think initially when you read them, they did have some good ones, don't get me wrong, but they had a lot of the ones that were like, you could only take them in Exiles, you got to take them whatever. And then what's happened over time is people realized, oh, hang on, the Exiles are really good. And so are Multicodes. So the those armies are good, whereas the Orc one's not so good. It's not bad, it's just that the general one, the grand one's better.
Yes.
And then the Chaos one had some good ones. Dwarves are probably a bit different. But then you got Empire came out, that was pretty average. And then this is probably just like the Empire one. It's just that the High Elves are a better army overall because they got better dragons. So they're probably not as bad as what the Empire still state is at, you know what I mean? In terms
I'm gonna commit that this year at a tournament I will take a Sea Guard list.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna commit that. Yeah. Just so I'm just gonna back up what I'm saying because they might turn out to be really shit. I will take it and hopefully I'll win one game. That's all I need. Did you want me to hit what Sean? Sorry, before
do that. I think he's actually up now, but anyway, I won't be able to get him on now because I'll have to go soon. But yeah.
Oh, just really quickly. So Sean's couldn't come. Obviously, it was going to be really, really early for him. He's not feeling the greatest as well. But huge shout out, Sean, the Elven expert. Two things that he was excited to try. Was the skirmishing woodsman in core with bows. Units, like 6 units of 8 sort of things. That was similar to what I was really liking about it. Then a prince with a dragon, 2 casters, and the rest of the points and sisters of Avalon. Just heaps of skirmishing, shooty, and horrible avoidance, shooty, skirmish army with a dragon. And then a more fun combo of a big unit, 25 white lions with an archmage for ethereal and a dark storm mage to hex enemies, buff the white lions, and then try and force with Phantasmagoria. So hope that Impetuous forces the enemy to charge, then ethereal infantry block, which that's actually pretty clever.
That's actually a good idea because that's one of the issues we just talked about with the white lions is they get nailed, but not if they can. And then they just nail you because they are. If they get to hit you, you're dead. So that's a couple of things that he wanted. He thinks people are getting wrong, which I think is as well. Is that the Chracian terrain is difficult ground, not wood, and the ambush modifier is only once per game. That's the negative one with that. But I mean, still, no one else has that except for Empire, but that's with a special character. You're paying a lot to get that.
Thanks, Sean. Check him out. Zen Fox Games does some great stuff.
Actually, maybe I'm getting confused. It's not that Empire. It's the it's the character. It's the Chaos one that does the ambush +/-1, isn't it? The Marauder one.
Oh, the Marauder. Sorry.
That's what I'm getting confused with. I think it is. So sorry if people will probably got comments already from 20 minutes ago or an hour ago when I mentioned that about Empire. I did correct it. There you go. I think probably still got it wrong. Anyway, yes. Well, let's call that. Well, I mean, hopefully we get the book. So you pre-ordered. You didn't really pre-order. You just told
I did the
pre-order's not
store.
up in Australia, is it? You just say.
Nah, yeah, I went into the store and said, "Can you put my name down?" And said, "Sure."
Cool. Yeah, that's what. Because then that's when I looked
down
when you said that. And I'm like,
previously.
it's not in pre-order though yet, is it? Like for Australia?
Nah. Yeah, they've let me down previously, but I've done that previously, and I was on the list. And
well, I'm hoping my Gap Games Empire ones must be on the way because ASB's got everything from Games Workshop, so that came. So I'm assuming it's out now. So you probably can go to. Well, when did you go to Frontline? Yesterday, not today. I wonder if Empire's out now at Frontline then today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good point.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Anyway, cool. Well, we might wrap this one up unless you got anything else, Andrew. All good?
No.
Well, for those also, if you haven't realized, because I kept turning it off because it goes on people's faces, we are sponsored by Element Games. So if you're in the UK and you want to buy some stuff, 15-25% off Warhammer down the bottom. Helps the show. Join our Patreon over patreon.com/oldworldfanatics. And Andrew and Josh and Dono, I think, doing episodes 80. Are we up to episode 80? Wow. 80. So episode 80, I will be listening to that sometime. Laying
Sipping on a coconut.
Wet tropics of PG this week. I think it's just going to rain, but it's warm. So I'll one of my mates, he just said, well, alcohol goes down the same way if it's raining or not. So that's exactly right. So should be pretty good. So hopefully I'll leave you, my fellow Old World Fanatics listeners, in the capable hands of Andrew and Josh this week. So it should be all good. I actually love listening to it as a listener, an episode.
Ooh.
So it's going to be good.
Yes. It'll be great.
Yeah. Well, until that, thanks, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Leave us some comments. What did we miss? Why do you love it? Why do you hate it? The Arcane Journals.
Yeah.
What are you most looking for?
Comment away.
Yeah, it'll be good. And we'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.
Yep. Ciao.
Bye.